Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be showing you guys a lash set on some falsies. Since this whole quarantine thing is restricting us in doing lashes, there's no reason why you can't still practice or even just make your own lash set. I've been seeing lots of girls that are making their own strip lashes, and then I was like, what better way to show you guys without having actual clients how to do a real set. I get so many questions from you guys on how to do like a start to finish lash set, and I'm going to show you guys on a strip lash today. I think I want to do a volume set. I'm not exactly sure, but it's something that I like to practice the most because fans, you can never practice fans enough. Practicing on a strip lash is a really good way to get in your practice. It doesn't move. It's not as perfect of a practice as it would be on an actual person, but for the time being, it will definitely do. And the great benefit of it is that afterwards you can just wear them on your own lashes. If you guys have any other questions or requests, please leave those down below. I can't wait to get back into lashing. I have this feeling that it will open up soon in Canada, so I'm really excited for it. I do know that it's probably going to take me a little bit longer to do a full volume set because I have not been doing it as much, and by the end of before the virus was starting, I was getting really good and really fast. So just know that everything takes time, even if you're a little bit out of practice or if you haven't had any practice at all. If you're just getting into lashing, don't be deterred by that. The more clients you have, the better you're going to get. The easier it is to create your own style and your own way of doing lashes, so just don't be discouraged. It was a long road. I have been a lash artist with a certificate for over 2 years, probably going on 3 years, and I would say I didn't really get that good until halfway through last year, when I really started seeing a lot more clients and just kind of getting my time in. It's definitely a profession you need to get your time in, unless you're using easy fan lashes or other cheat ways to get your lash sets to be volume lashes without having to do your own fans. I really don't see any other way that you would be really good at it. There's definitely ways you can do it without doing your own fans, but I feel like you guys benefit the most from when I do volumes, so that's why I'm going to show you guys volumes. I'm going to do this look on just one eye of the lash strip, and then I probably will just do a natural classic look on the other side in another video. I get lots of questions, how to dip the lashes into the glue, how to make the fan, different techniques. I'll show you guys a few different ways throughout the process on how to do that. If you guys want to see any other techniques or tips, then definitely comment down below what you guys want to see so that I know for next time. I'm shooting 4 videos on Wednesdays, as I have in the past. It doesn't always work out that way, but definitely keep an eye out on Wednesdays for a new video, and I do try to also post my Godly Wife videos on Sundays. Hopefully I can get into a really good routine and we can keep this up. For now, I'm going to set up all my lash stuff and I will show you guys how to create a volume lash set. So here we go. This is the lashes. They look like they're supposed to be a volume set. So I have my lashes here, my volume ones. You can get these on Amazon. They actually fan out pretty nicely if you're making your own fans. And let's see if we can really show on camera properly how to do this. So of course they're easier to isolate. It's not real lashes, but you take your straight tweezers. I recommend longer ones than these to isolate, or else you can definitely get like a little crampy. These ones should be easy to apply. It's not the exact same thing as if you were to do it on a person, but just keep that in mind. So I'm going to be using 13 millimeter lashes, and just because like it's not a real set, like whatever, you guys get the picture. I'm going to pick up a little bunch. Honestly, sometimes I just try to see how many I can pick up. So I'm using the shimmy technique, and you got to make sure you're holding your tweezers perfectly in that sweet spot. I don't know if this is showing up. So there's my fan. Make sure that your tweezers have a good sweet spot, and this actually turned out really nice. So then you a little bit lightly loosen it, your grip, and dip it into the glue. Now you want to make sure that your apply it before it dries. You want to make sure that your base is good. Honestly, I don't even know if this is gonna attach because these are like synthetic. There we go. I hope it stays on. It's a shame that these are not single lashes. I think for practice in the future I will grab single, like really sparse lashes, strip lashes. These are just what I had right now and I figured I could just show you guys how to apply. But anyways, so sometimes I just grab as many as I can just to see, and I wiggle my tweezers back and forth close to the base and it gives me something like this. And now dip into the glue and let go. If you let go, they will fan out even more. If you could see that. There you go. And there's your fan. And now, because we can't really isolate, I'm just gonna like go underneath and like lift these up a little bit. You can apply from underneath or the top. You want to get a really good glue. A glue that dries in 1 to 2 seconds. When you apply it and you see that your lash is moving, hold it in place a little bit, just like at the ends of the fan. Just kind of move it, maneuver it over so it doesn't dip and stays on straight. There are a lot of things that can make your lash set look bad, so don't let that be one of them. It would be a shame if you had great fans and then a bad application. The smaller of fans you do, obviously, the closer it is to a regular volume set and hybrids. Sometimes you'll get a lash, oh, these are like upside down. Let's see, sometimes the lashes will just kind of pop out, the ones that aren't good. And this one had a few that were like upside down. I don't know how it happened. But when that happens, just call it a day. Like, just don't use it. But make sure you clean your tweezers right after. There is glue that is stuck on your tweezers, which will not let you make proper fans after. And often, if you can't get them to fan out, it could be because of your sweet spot. Again, there's something wrong with that strip of lashes. There was another one that was upside down. I don't know why. Let's take a look at... Some fans can be wider than others, and some not so wide. Now this case has some lashes closer together than the others, and what you can do is with the other tweezer, just go on in and fan it out with the other tweezer. And you know what? It's okay if you dip twice. It really is. It is not the end of the world if you've dipped twice. Isolate and apply. Now this one didn't want to go. Now, it was a beautiful fan, but by the time I got there, and it's partially due to this being a fake set of lashes, it just didn't want to go. It didn't want to stick. So I had to take it off, and now it doesn't want to. This glue is strong, so for it to not stick, it's probably burning the synthetic lashes right now. It could very well be. Well, we have a couple on so far, so lashes are trial and error, guys. Don't give up. So the closer you go to the lash line where they are attached at the strip, the easier the shimmy technique is. Make sure that you're in tight. Dip at the very end and loosen your grip. And there you have a fan. You can now just apply. If your glue does not dry fast, it's going to be hard to keep your volume fan in place. This is actually really good for practice. I wish I had a different set to practice with. Now, this is a really narrow fit. You can try and save this, but it's not a guarantee. because as I am fanning it out with my tweezers, the bottom becomes frayed out. So then you can't attach that to the lashes because it is going to get stuck when the person is brushing their lashes. It's just not going to have good retention. This one doesn't have very many. It fans out really easily. And you can kind of tap it so that it falls back into place if your base comes undone. This one didn't work. That's okay. I dip more than once because I used the first mini dip to actually just fan it out. With the shimmy technique, it's not always a perfect fan, so your glue can really help you fan it out. If your glue doesn't dry very fast, then the fan can collapse, and you don't want to be putting on just like a classic that's like 10D. You don't want that. You don't want lashes to get stuck together and then it's super heavy and it just looks crusty. You don't want that. Now you can wait a second or two before you place the lash. It will help it get tacky, kind of exactly how when you place a strip lash on your eyelids, it needs to get tacky or it won't stay. So we got about 5 or 6 on right now. Sometimes your base can look as thick as this, and you want to make sure you go in so that the base can kind of go in more. That's a great fan. That's a nice big fan. So I feel like we're just going over some volume fan technique right now. Look at that, fell apart. This is not easy on a strip lash set. There are definitely other techniques to use when we get to the lash. I really don't know why these are flipping on me. It's never happened before. They're stuck up here. And so you gotta let it go, and sometimes you get really small fans that are like 5D, and that's okay too. It creates a really unique look if they don't all look the same. I prefer when they don't all look the same. Most of my clients actually love a wispy look, so I make sure they don't look all the same. And obviously when I create them, they can't all look the same because I'm not that good at making fans. But I make sure that I don't use like pre-fanned, what are they called? Pre-made fans. There's just something about making your own. Also, not everyone is good at volume, and that's totally okay. Find ways to practice. This is an awesome way to practice your fans. Even if you don't attach them to anything, just having fans chilling around like on a piece of paper is fine. This is actually not bad. We could go over this multiple times. You can see this is a D-curl. It's obviously a lot more curled than the ones on this strip. And I kind of like that. It looks nice from the side. And I don't know, it just gives a unique look when they don't all look the same. Now this can happen where you didn't lift it off the strip enough and it gives like almost like that strip, like they're still attached from the glue from the strip. In that case, you can try to use this fan, but I'm almost certain it's not gonna work because it's still too attached, it doesn't fan out. So it's tricky sometimes in finding the right lashes to use because the strips that they're on can leave too much glue sometimes. So now that I've done the center, I'm gonna go in with some 11 millimeters. Let's see. I always gotta make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm already noticing my hands are cramping. That was happening when I first started doing a lot of lashes, and I think over time doing them more frequently helped me get over that, and so it stopped hurting. But now that I have not done any lashes, it is hurting again. So since we're allowed to gather again with a few people, I think what I want to do is I'm going to do my mom's lashes, and usually I do classics on her, so I will probably show you guys a classic fill on my mom sometime. Don't get discouraged. Placing fans, making fans can start off on your client really difficult. See, now I pushed into the glue and now it's stuck on my... It can get really, it can feel difficult even during a lash set. So like, you know, you start a client and you get frustrated that your fans aren't really working out. Honestly, just do a few, gets better. Your hands for it, your feelings for making fans come back throughout your lash set. I've always noticed that my first few fans, always so bad, and then they turn out so good after all. I'm gonna go in a little bit closer so you guys can really see. Making some fans. I hope this is helpful to you guys. If it is, definitely give this video a thumbs up. So as you can see, I dipped this a few times. It's fine. Like, I wouldn't necessarily go as far as pre-making fans because then the glue has a chance to dry and then you're adding extra weight. I think it's okay dipping glue a couple times. I don't see anything wrong with that. Maybe you're a lash artist and you're looking to add to your services. You can definitely create some lash strips this way and sell them. I would probably get into some more funkier ones, really long lashes and wispy ones and all that. I just think lash strips are fun when they're really long. So I did apply that, you couldn't see it, but let's just, I'll show you this when I go in with the fans. I'm gonna try and do some really thick fans right now. It's all just a matter of picking it up, shimmying it, dipping into the glue, and look, that looks so nice. Don't these look so much better than in my last video? Must be because I've been practicing. The last video that I made, I hadn't done volumes in like a couple weeks just because I do my own. So I do get that practice every now and then, every couple weeks, but for like an hour or so, not much. And it's different doing it on myself, but I'm trying to pick up nice wide fans. Sometimes the shimmy technique isn't the greatest, but I'm surprised today it's working out well. And again, I think I have one right here that I can put on. So here's what it looks like. And let's put it on. Had a second to get tacky. Can always mess with the lash a bit. See the difference between the two? Big difference already. That looks great. It's actually so fun. I'm gonna see where I haven't put any. Let's do this inner corner. And this way you can also practice applying to the inner, like as close as possible to the lash line. But when you are just starting, it is going to be difficult for you to get it very close to the lash line, partially because you're scared. That comes with practice, so don't beat yourself up. It's all part of the learning and something that you can get really good at over time. These fans are turning out awesome. I don't even need to use my other tweezers. Sometimes if I drink too much coffee, I can feel how shaky my hands are. It becomes kind of difficult to make fans. So just be aware of that when you do drink coffee before your clients show up. You don't get all jittery. This one does not want to stick. Doesn't want to grab the synthetic lash. What you can do is just dip again into your glue and attach. There you go. This tastes better. Alright, let's do a few more fans. This has a bit of a wider base, not my fave, but it's okay. I am going to go in again and let's put it on. Get a really, really wide fan. Nope. Didn't want to go. Good enough. That looks great. So there is our lash set. Look at that. Let's see from the side. You can definitely see. There we go. Look at that side view. You can see the curl of the D curl, and it just gives a really nice fluffy look to it. That's the look we're going for. Make it your own. Make it a signature look. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was actually fun to make this. Here is the comparison. You can definitely see which side we did. Next time, I'll probably just show you guys how to do classics. And I would personally wear this side over the other. Just looks nice. Don't forget to not wear lash strips over lash extensions. The glue attaching to lash extensions would not be good. It would be sticky, it would be tacky, it would just not be good for your natural lashes. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those down below. And also, if you guys are starting out to be a lash artist, if you want to know more about the business side of it, I would love to help you guys out. So let me know. Definitely I can talk about like how to get lash clients and all that good stuff. And I also have the schedule linked below that I use to get my clients to book themselves their appointments. Highly recommend. It's all linked down below in the description box. Any products that I use are in the description box below, so make sure to check those out. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!